Ay. I count it up and then count again. Them big stacks, I bring them in. Big knots, let's not pretend, don't see no win. Ay, ends on me, I'm golden out. Cash out, they been calling out. Calling me without a doubt, I need it now. Ay, fashion on me, that's V-long. Nudies on me, them jeans though. SBs for the streets, yo, no screech, bro. Need to know we say less. They stay on me, I stay blessed. There's no stress when it comes to rap, I phone nest. I've been hustling and stacking G's. Pistol packing, dressing clean. Private stock can stay on me, I'm so supreme. That fashion, I'm on it. That cash, I want it. That passion, I flown it. It's calling. It's calling, calling. On me like 30 shots, 2 clips and I let them on. Ain't concerned about getting caught, ain't ducking nah. Still the one with a timepiece. Fashion sense like I'm rich B. Best dress is what I see, it excites me. Hey, this lifestyle is my lifestyle. It's been calling me, calling me. I've been ballin' B. No more stalling me. They been following, yeah, we show wow. Gang, when we pull out, we go all out. Gold chains in my wrist pop, my slide in the drop top. Music turned to some hip hop, that's real chop. Ay, gold chains in my wrist pop, my slide in the drop top. Music turned to some hip hop, that's real chop. Ay, gold grill in my mouth, 10K. Might just touch the things I say. Floss artists that bling all day's what I portray. Yeah, my wrist pop and my neck got some aquafina like drip drops. It's hip hop, we will rock at top spots. Ay, don't run from it, run to it. Checks on me, just do it. The same one say I'm cocky, beat the same one say I knew it. 9 million, I'm grooving, showing off what I'm doing. Made for this like I'm custom fit, been tailor made for this music. I've been hustling and stacking G's, pistol packing, dressing clean. Private stock can stay on me, I'm so supreme. That fashion, I'm on it. That cash, I want it. That passion, I flown it. It's calling. Chains in my wrist pop, my slide in the drop top. Music turned to some hip hop, that's real chop. Ay, gold chains in my wrist pop, my slide in the drop top. Music turned to some hip hop, that's real chop. Still undefeated. Real chop. Paperboy. Gorilla Mafia Entertainment. I'm on the studios.
Just pretend like it's coming out of that.
GME like baby, GME like baby, still undefeated. What's up, bro? Out here with Chris New Hard, right here with GME, right here with Gorilla Mafia Entertainment, with Thuggin'. Out here really doing our thing, man. About to turn off a Black Lung Society. Everybody show up, show out, have a good time, man. We're really about to stunt.
Yo, what's good with it? It's your guy, Flamingo Fred. This is the Bird of Paradise podcast out of Pink Hollywood. This is the second interview of the evening. We getting it in. Go ahead and introduce yourself, homie.
What's up, everybody? My name is Still Undefeated. Big shout out, Gorilla Mafia Entertainment. We out here in Salt Lake City, Utah, man. Putting on for Gully Game, man. Big respect. Thank you for having me, bro. Love.
Oh, most definitely, man. I appreciate you coming through. It's all love. We was really supposed to get together last week, but we had a little bit of, schedule and shit. But we back here this week.
Shoot, we outside. Let's get it.
Yeah, that's the thing. So, man, the homie here, he pushing his new single. We're gonna talk some music or whatever. But tell him about the new single right quick. We're gonna mention the single, several times throughout the show, just so people know what you got going on.
Man, new single is called Savage. Just released a track. It's on a Memphis Funk type beat. It's Memphis Funk. I tapped in with a group of people out here who are very influential in Salt Lake City. They turned me on to Memphis Funk. Love the sound of Memphis Funk. Lyrics all about the hip hop scene out here in Salt Lake, man. Just kind of how we move and what we got going on, and traveling from coast to coast, getting it in with all different types of music opportunities. You know what I mean? Just just love for the Salt Lake hip hop community, man, and just Utah in general, not just Salt Lake, but I mean, all the way from Ogden to Salt Lake to Provo. I mean, everywhere where we've been, man. It's just love for everybody that we've been rocking with for sure, man.
That's fire. So, you know, while we talking about it, we played a music video. We're gonna go ahead and play a clip from the new single, video coming soon. So we're gonna play this clip from the new single.
I've been the seven since the first day. Yeah, good man, they love me in the worst way. You just know I gotta get paid. Yeah, man, it's like my money come underway. It's all day with fantasies gon' get played. Yeah, I make it happen, sure thing. Yeah, she just wanna be my boo thing. Pistol in the purse, she been down, she gang. Yeah, Lord, hey, my pistol close to stay there. Connected now, we upgrade. This game here, it ain't fair. We buy close to me every design packet, big racks, don't play with women, that shit back. The sharp white just popped up on my cops. Yeah, I got my sticky with me just in case this shit gets sticky. Blickies, hickeys, leave them dripping dead.
Hey, that's fire. I really like that, you know, that Memphis sound. That sound is fire.
Yeah, it slaps. I like the Memphis funk sound. It slaps. And it's wild too for the live show. Like, I really enjoy live performance, man. And like, I'm really about the live show, and it just goes, you know what I mean? Like on stage, and like being able to turn people up and like get people just like rocking, moshing. It's a dope sound, man. I like the Memphis funk sound.
Yeah,
Sure.
I really like that sound. I think it's dope. You got a dope sound. I really start learning about that sound from a motherfucker called Freddie Dredd.
Hell yeah, Freddie Dredd go hard, bro. I like his music a lot.
Yeah, he was, and he ain't even from, he not from Memphis either. So
I think it's
I
Florida. I think out in like Florida area, I think somewhere around there.
I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe it was Florida. I think I heard Canada, but I'm not sure.
Man, wherever it should go hard. Maybe it's Puya that's from Florida that has like a little bit of the same sound.
Yeah, maybe, but that's a dope sound. It's like has, you know, it has like some synth type sounds in there, and how it's slowed down and it's kind of like sometimes like the chopped and screwed kind of sped up.
Hell yeah. Yeah, it reminds me of like 3-6 Mafia meets like a little bit of the new wave, the more like the electro pop type but shit go hard, bro. I really enjoy like the bounce to it, bro, and having everybody kind of rock out, bro. The dark sound, shit go crazy.
Yeah, most definitely. How is the, you know, music scene out there in Utah?
Salt Lake's cool, man. There's a lot of dedicated artists. You know what I mean? I don't think Utah's really known for its hip hop, but there's tons of talent out here. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it ranges all different types. You know what I mean? There's like super heavy trap music, and there's like super like, what's the best way to put it? It's like spiritual connected idea where it's like, you know, it's like the sound bowls and like all the types of affirmations and positivity, which I'm all for. You know what I mean? But I mean, it's all over the map, bro. So there's a lot of different type of music, man, but blessed, talented artists for sure, bro.
Yeah, I'm from the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area originally. I'm only like 5 hours from home. I'm up in Southern Oregon right now, but I went through Utah one time. I came through there one time on a Smokers Club tour. One time in Utah, and it was cool. You know, I was kind of like behind backstage and shit. I didn't really get to explore out. I forget what theater or where we was at, but I was kind of, you know, in the gated backstage, but it was cool, man, when I went through there.
Hell yeah, it's a beautiful culture, man. It's the whole state is based upon like a religion that founded the state. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of culture from like escaping religious oppression, and like a lot of the religion is focused on like compassion and love and forgiveness. So it's a very loving, caring state. You know what I mean? But definitely a solid ass underground scene, bro, and a lot of young artists that are up and aspiring, and the radio stations push it heavy, and the culture for hip hop is like growing and expanding and like connecting. It's a dope place to be for sure, bro. A lot of creativity.
Do you like, you feel they real receptive to you, and they, you know, been showing you love making hip hop and shit like that?
Yeah, bro. It's the more that I find my sound, it's like trying to mix that culture together. You know, like I came from an upbringing of like crime and addiction and drugs and all types of that mentality, you know, and I've like tried to climb out of it and get into like where I'm at now, which is like Berkeley College of Music, and really create an opportunity for myself where like, you know, I don't have to make my money from the streets, where I'm not
Yeah.
like chasing a sack or like, you know, linking up with women in like in that street mentality or, you know, that type of crime type situation. So I'm trying to go from like the crime mentality that I had to, you know, art, being able to invest in art and have art pieces where art pieces are worth money, you know, real estate where I can have stocks, where I can have like
Yeah.
business investments and make my money legally. You know what I mean? So I think Utah is in between that area, you know, where it's like there's the huge influence of hip hop and that culture, and then breaking into that, you know, CEO type mindset where we can, you know, utilize recording studios and we can utilize music video production and we can utilize, you know, marketing systems and investments and sponsorships where we can, you know, get creativity in the studio where we can build and build branding and build all types of touring and, you know, lighting situations where people can like use their creativity to live off their
Yeah.
creativity, man. So I think they're really receptive, man. I think I rock with a lot of different style of hip hop artists. I can connect heavily with different types of, you know, street and trap idea. And then we can also get into the idea of like being super creative and speaking to people who are trying to express themselves in a creative way, man. So in between that idea of like, you know, climbing out of crime and getting into, you know, creativity and the commercial idea of it and creativity and you know pushing people to like reach for imagination and acting on like what they want to do like musically, you know. So it's cool,
Yeah.
man. It's a dope spot to be.
Most definitely. You made me think of something, Iceberg Slim, if you been in the streets or people ain't familiar, he was a gentleman in the streets. You can go look him up. But Iceberg Slim, once he got out the streets, he used to refer to something, called street poison, which basically, the streets poison you, you addicted to the streets. And there was a time in my life where, I thought that was silly, but as a reflection, and I reflect back, you were addicted to different elements and pace and different things in the street, but you get to a point in life and you was like, man, what really makes me happy? What was I really looking for? And a lot of times you reflect, a lot of that shit ain't in the streets. You know what I mean? Really,
Yep.
we want to go on vacations and do this and do some boss stuff. And yeah, you can get to that with the streets, but you know what they say about the streets. The streets don't love nobody.
Hear that? I hear that, bro. And it's like I think that it's a very small percentage as well, bro. It's like NBA players, you know what I mean? Like there's a very small percentage of people who make it from the streets to that level of where we're trying to be with the designer clothing and the nice cars and lots of money and going out to eat and the gorgeous models. You know what I mean? It's a small percentage of people that can get to that level, bro. And if they can get to that level, it's like watching Jordan play. You watch somebody who's in the streets who's on like a Jordan level in the streets, bro, and it's just like a small percentage, man. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4% of people who are like getting to that level. You know what I mean? So you could be a musician and you could take your experiences and connect with an audience, and you could live on, $75,000 to $100,000 a year with, you know what I mean? And in a mid-level as a mid-level artist and still doing art and still touring and still connecting and leaving a solid impact in people's life where people are looking to you as a creative, and you could be doing that. And dude, the percentage of people doing that is insane. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So, and you're living as an artist, and that's what drives you. You know, you're connecting with the beat, you're connecting with the flow, you're connecting with the lyricism, you're connecting with the shows, and that's what I've always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Is be that artist and be that DJ, be that, that performer. And now that I've been able to find like more of who I am and being able to like sit down with people and have them trust me with like investments or their time or their productions, and being solid for them and them saying, hey, do this, and this for me. You know what I mean? Be at the show at this time, DJ this event, put this music together, like come and perform, network and post a flyer. I mean, all of those things take creativity and organization and focus where you're like, a lot of the time on your own trying to create that type of artistic ability. I think that, it's more of like, I understand that, damn, bro, like some of the guys who made it in the streets who are at that high level, bro, like it's very, very rare to get to that level. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So
and
respect and love to people who could do that. You know what I mean? But to me, I'm trying to take it to that artistic level where I was trying to be at that whole time, which is an entertainer.
Yeah, most definitely. You said two things, I wanted to touch on. To get to that level you want to in the streets, what mindset you got to put yourself in to get to that level. And when you get to that level, are you really happy with the steps that you had to take to get to that level? In the streets, it comes with a lot of paranoia and this, and that, and overall just not being on a good vibration. And flip side to that, and I educate artists, a lot of times, if you can go make a decent living off your art, man, you ain't got to be Drake. But if you can go make a decent living, I mean, 50,000, 100,000, whatever you can go do, if you can make that decent living off your art, you're winning. You know what I mean? You're
Hell yeah.
winning, because not a lot of people are able to do that. You know what I mean? With this music or creativity in general, you would be surprised. A lot of these social media numbers are lied to you. You know what I mean? Just because somebody is up here don't mean. So if you can make any, a living off of your art, you're winning.
Hell yeah, agreed. I agreed. I think that artists after COVID, I think one of my touring classes told me that 60 to 80% of an income for an artist all comes from the live show. You know what I mean? So streaming, from what my marketing teachers have told me, streaming is a very dark part of the industry at this point in time, just because people can get on playlists that they purchase, or they can buy streams or whatever. And I know Spotify's been cracking down on a lot of that, but it's a very dark part of the market. You see somebody, they got 250,000 streams on a new song that they put out 2 weeks ago, but they got two people at their show. You know what I mean? So it's not, and they're like, oh, but it's overseas. And I'm not against people getting on playlists and getting their music out there digitally. It's like a billboard, right? Like Spotify is like a billboard for who we are as artists. Like if you can get 250,000 streams on a playlist, by all means, that's dope as shit. You know what I mean? I got no problem people getting their name out there and marketing. But the next step is to get those people to come out and buy concert tickets, and to buy merchandise, and to support you on tours, and to help you to get to that level. And if 60 to 80% of artists' income and revenue comes from the live show and touring, it's a real big, you gotta learn how to funnel that in, right? Because Spotify's created the awareness for your potential fan base. And now the next level, instead of just posting the song and having them have an experience, is engaging with that group and saying, okay, well, you listen to my song. I got 250,000 people listening to my song. Well, now I got to engage with those people, whether it's online or whether it's on a tour with a big name artist that got you all those streams, or whether it's on social medias, however you can funnel those people into an engagement. And then it's that final, which I'm not trying to say it's all about money, but if I'm trying to live and eat off it, it's going to be the same thing as another business, man. I'm trying to, get people to buy concert tickets and get people to buy merch and support the music. And I think that a lot of that all comes down to the live show, man, and like getting people to those live events. And so that's what my main focus is on, bro, is the live show and the engagement, and trying to get out there on a solidified tour where I'm building a fan base, and it's the same fan base. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
tough to find specific artists that are touring all the time that have a following that I could be like, yo, I look up to these artists. These artists are dope as shit, man. And what they're doing, like their fan base matches a lot of what I'm doing as well. So if I can go on one tour with them and get in front of their fan base in 30 cities, that's just one time. And if people notice me and they follow me after one time of seeing me, that's incredible. But sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4 times to get in front of a fan base with an artist that's giving you a cosign that's like, yo, listen to my boy, listen to my dude, listen to my guy. Like his music is dope as shit. His movement is really shit. You know what I mean? And sometimes it takes 2, 3 times for people to be like, okay, I recognize this artist 2 or 3 times, man. His shit's dope as hell. I'm gonna start, buying his tickets, buying his merch. But if you tap in with just random tours, it's like you can get in front of one fan base that is going to go to this club and it's the same community, but then you get with a different artist, you go to the same state, but it's a different community, it's a different following. I mean, if you build that time, it's a lot of time, a lot of investment, and it's a lot of random people that you would have to create that engagement with to stay on top of, you know what I mean, to bring them together into one community, which would be your community. So I think that there's lots of different ways to do it, but yeah, man, live show is where it's at for me, bro. I love tapping in with people when they know my lyrics and they're singing along and they're moshing, bro, and they want to do a track together, and all that type of shit. That's what I'm about for sure, bro.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's fire, and I had this talk on a regular basis with artists. My office, Pink Hollywood is in within a record store, and what I'm seeing now is a lot of people with physical units. You know what I mean, And I know there's a lot of people as beautiful as, you know, streaming is and doing it. I've done some numbers on streaming myself and
Hell
seen
yeah.
the check, and it wasn't that much. But you know, a lot of people aren't messing with the streaming as much anymore. There's some people, artists, that are pulling their music off of streaming, and physical units from CDs, cassettes, and vinyl are winning. You know what I mean? As an artist, you know, if you can go out and make, you know, 10K off of physical units, or, you know, 5K, whatever you can go make, that's a beautiful thing for, you know, a lot of artists versus waiting on this check for some of these streams.
Oh
And
yeah.
that wasn't a thing for a while. You know what I mean? There was a while where you couldn't really do anything with units. People are like, no, I'm cool. But I think we're coming back around again, where people are receptive to physical units, as in a piece of, like, almost like a collectible.
Exactly. Yeah. Hell yeah. Collectible. I think that's what it is for sure, bro. It's collectibles, man. If you got CDs or like even records for bands or whatnot, and you bring them to the show, it becomes like a memorabilia. It's not like I'm gonna go put the CD in my CD player and listen to it because I can go stream your music online. It's more like, yo, I was at the show. I got a CD from the dude and a shirt and a concert ticket. He autographed all three things for me, bro. And now I've got a piece of like who he is as an artist, man. And it's you know, like physical units. It's cool as shit, bro. It's an experience for sure. Tapes are coming back too, like collecting tapes. I mean, people used to
Yeah.
collect records. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, we were like, oh, we got MP3s and we got CDs. Like we could collect records as like retro throwback shit. And now it's like we got tapes, bro. Like cassette tapes are like,
Cassette tapes.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you can start collecting cassette tapes and like you have a cassette tape like collection and whatnot. So I think it's more of like a vintage type idea with the cassette tapes or whatnot. So hopefully that'll be something that like starts to pop too, man. It'd be cool to like throw some of my shit on a cassette tape and like have some
Oh, I'm going to, man.
every like
Cassettes.
new age throwback.
Yeah, cassettes. I'm doing all cassette CDs. I even, you know, you just gave me the idea. I know a lot of people that are going out buying VHSs and shit right now.
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
might mess around and get a, you know, uncut VHS, you know,
Shit,
but the throwback,
that'd be hella cool.
you know, so shit like that to push and everything else. Who do you feel like is some of your inspiration for you as an artist? Like, you know, who inspired you, you know, to want to make music?
So man, inspired me to make music starting out early days, bro. Eminem for sure. Eminem, 50 Cent. Eminem, 50 Cent were big influences in my life for sure, bro. Wiz Khalifa, big influence in my life. The older I got, I got into Caskey quite a bit. Caskey was signed to like Black Sheep Record, or was signed to like Cash Money Records for a while, around the same time as like Thug, when Thug got on. He's still doing independent music, so big influence was Caskey for sure, man. So I would say Eminem, 50 Cent, Wiz Khalifa, Caskey. I still listen to like Caskey. Caskey's like made a lot of moves for, and I don't mean to make it like a racial thing, but you know, you got like the white dudes who have made like moves in hip hop. You know, Eminem really put on the map, and one of the biggest streaming artists in the world, which like opened tons of doors and opportunity for us in the culture. Caskey was a big name, Yellow Wolf, Doobie, Tasty Beats. You know, a lot of those guys that have like opened doors for us to say, you know, we could like really create incredible art as well when it comes down to like hip hop. When it's a big lead, when like a big leadership in it is the influence from like Latin culture and the African American culture is like huge leadership there. You know what I mean? It's like we look to those dudes as leaders in the industry to say, this is what type of music we make. This is the sound that we're going for. This is what's hot. You know what I mean? So when we have dudes that help push like that type of culture as well, it's super dope, bro. So, but
Yeah.
Wiz Khalifa, man, Wiz Khalifa left a huge impression in my life, man. He's the whole reason that I wanted to start touring, man.
Yeah,
Like,
and actually, you know, when we came through there on Utah on the Smokers Club tour, it was Chevy Woods that was in Taylor Gang that was like on the tour.
yeah, bro. Chevy, when they were doing like flight school and like they were doing like cabin fevers, and they like Chevy was a big part of that at the time, and Wiz and Currency was rocking with them for a while doing mixtapes.
Yeah.
Like that was the big era that I was really big into, with Wiz and Currency and Chevy Woods and even, oh man, just all those dudes, man. All those dudes super
Hey,
influential.
you know who I think is underrated and gets slept on a lot
Who's that?
for the white artists and for hip hop in general, that they get slept on and I don't think get enough credit, and motherfuckers might think it's cheesy. It's the goddamn Beastie Boys.
Hell
are
yeah,
getting
bro. Yeah.
as much as they celebrated, I feel like they're slept on. Like motherfuckers, like the Beastie Boys was so motherfucking dope when they was, if you go look back at the history, like, and because they not only were they hip, but they was just doing what the fuck they wanted to do, and they was like doing their thing, and they wasn't trying to be like nobody. They was just the Beastie Boys doing their thing.
Hell yeah, and they did numbers too. Like they did, like the physical units that they sold were crazy. Like I
Stupid,
listened to a hip hop book about like that era, and they did numbers, bro. Like they did big numbers. It's super dope.
stupid
Yeah,
numbers for them to be so out of the box that they were when kind of like the infancy a little bit of hip hop because it was still like real young in that era, and for
hell
them to
yeah,
do it how they did it and be them, that's fucking remarkable. As white artists, you know what I mean? They're like, you know what I mean?
yeah, hell yeah. They were like right when that breakdancing era was coming in, bro, and it was like break beats, and it was like they were getting into that type of like MCing and whatnot, and they definitely like made their own lane in the culture, bro, for sure, bro. And they put on like heavy too, bro.
Yeah, that's it was just something I was thinking of recently because just reflecting back on them and shit like that. If there were some artists you could work with, who would you like to work with?
Man, I would love to work with Kasky on a project. That would be super dope. I would love to work with Yellow Wolf on a project. That would be super dope.
Yeah,
Who else? Rich and Miri, bro. If I was able to like tap in with Rich and Miri's music goes crazy, bro. So I think those would be like the three biggest artists that I would like to tap in with and do a full project with. You know what I mean? And be able to learn from them and like get the direction and guidance. I think Cassie and Yellow Wolf will be like super beneficial to what I'm doing. You know what I mean? But there's a lot of artists that I love to perform with, bro. That like Travis Scott would go crazy, bro. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Working with Travis Scott, bro, would be crazy dope. But there's a lot of artists that I work with doing live shows that are just like stupid influential in my life too, bro. Like OGZ left a huge impression in my life, bro. Doing a show with him was crazy. Blueface left a super dope impression in my life, bro. There's a lot of underground artists like Tasty Beats is a producer. He raps as well, but he was super dope to work with. We got Babyface Ray coming up. That's gonna be crazy influential too, bro. Who else, man? There's like underground artists like Cody Manson. He's a completely different type of artist. You know what I mean? He's in like
yeah,
horrorcore and horrorcore and like LSP and Tech Nine and all those types of dudes. He's completely different, but he leaves a super dope impression as well, bro. But if I could do a project, like a full like EP and like go
hmm
on tour with, it would be Casting Yellow Wolf for sure, bro. I'll go
man.
chop
That's
with him, bro, and like
man,
rock with him for sure, bro.
nah, that's super dope. That's super dope. Where do you think the next step is for the hip hop scene out there in Utah?
Man, I think so. I've thought about it a lot, man, and like I think there's two different big cultures out here, bro. There's like the super trap, there's like the super trap hip hop, and then there's like the underground like horrorcore, Tech Nine, um, like strange music type feel. And I think that those are really the two big like influential ideas. So I'm trying to create a spot in itself, bro. Like there's a wide open lane out here for the convergence of those two areas, bro, of like trap music and like the Tech Nine strange music, bro, and the experience. EDM's big out here as well. So
Yeah,
creating some type of experience, there's a spot that's wide open for, bro. And I'm like, that's the goal. The goal is to grab that spot, bro, and to be able to connect super heavy with the trap artists and super heavy with like the underground like strange music artists and create that lane where it's like bopping like Rich and Mary's type music with the Memphis funk and the Freddie Dread as well as like that trap influence. You know what I mean? So there's a wide open spot, bro, and I'm gunning for it, bro, for real. You know what I
yeah,
mean? So I think that's where it'll be at, bro. I think that's where the spot will be at for sure, man.
most definitely. So when are you dropping this new music video that you got coming?
So the music video, we're still in the works of shooting some more of the clips or whatnot. So we got a lot of dope clips so far. We got like a live, uh, like some live shots from my birthday party, and then we got like 15 or 20 people in the background, which was hella dope too. And then we just did another show with a couple of the dope ass homies, and we got some shots outside the venue, inside the venue. We got some shots from a couple other shows. So we're just like piecing all the clips together. But we put the teaser out that says, "Yo." We got the single that's dropping October 25th. We got the music video that's going to drop shortly after that. The merch just got I just got a call from the dude doing the merch, which is a homie of mine. He was like, the merch is done, bro. We did only 10 shirts, which is exclusive. Every single I drop, I try to do a shirt for every single and only 10 pieces. And
That's
then once
dope.
those 10 pieces are done, it's exclusive. And then we go on to the next single. So we try to drop at least a project every 2 months. So music video should be out here a couple of days, hopefully after the single, man. So we just putting it together, piecing together, about to throw it in Final Cut Pro 10 and like piece some stuff together, man. Try to make something fly, you know?
Yeah, most definitely. Any last shout outs you want to give, man? And shout out to the people.
Yeah, bro. There's so many dope people. Man, first Gorilla Mafia Entertainment, which is my label. Gully Gang, which is like the support artists and the support community for what Still Undefeated Music is doing. Storm Tour. Yeah, man, there's so many people. Young Fly Family, Party Young Fly Family, Real Raw Shit Global, Stein Entertainment, man, MHK Entertainment, R&R Entertainment, man, Posse 109, Nick, and I mean, just all these dudes, man, Murderous T. There's just so many people right now that we're influential with. Lamplight, Ogden Hip Hop, Salt Lake Hip Hop, Lamb, 92.5 The Beat. I mean, just the community here in Salt Lake is crazy, bro. Berkeley College of Music, go to Berkeley College of Music. Folded Waffle, man, and everything. Birds of Paradise podcast, bro. Flamingo Flip. I mean, everybody, bro. I'm so thankful for all you guys, man. I couldn't do it without these people, bro. Like real chop. You know what I mean? So big shout out to everybody, bro, for real.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Well, I appreciate you coming through. We're gonna have you back on.
Thank you,
Make
buddy.
sure you stay in touch with your boy on the gram. You know what I mean? We could tap in. And man, it's just the beginning. We're gonna keep it going.
Hell yeah, bless. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
All right. Peace, man.